Waka waka baby, uru baby, corner baby. And I go tell my mama, and I go tell my papa, and I go tell am say, you be waka waka baby, you be chuku chuku baby, baby sawale, sawale, sawale.
Yes, I think I need this. I think I need to learn this language, bro. Sorry, I'm going to learn this language because next weekend I'm going to party in Africa.
Yeah, gotta get the Rosetta Stone, man.
Exactly my point, boy. Well, I don't know where that book is selling. Where's that book selling?
I guess off of Amazon or something.
Amazon. Okay. So next weekend, remind me during the week, all right?
Yeah.
All right. That's what we do. It's on the Clean for Song with 99.9. And it's now top of the hour 3 p.m. At this time, we present here our 3 p.m. news.
This is 99.9 Radio.
Good afternoon and welcome to WeFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene. In a recent interview, Prime Minister Dr. Godwin Friday addressed questions on St. Vincent and the Grenadines' position regarding third country deportees. He confirmed that while the country has historically accepted its own citizens returned from abroad, the new U.S. initiative requesting OECS countries to accept non-Vincentian deportees is still under negotiation.
The initiative that has been, started by the U.S. government to request of countries in the region, many of our neighbors and of ourselves, to commit to accepting what they call third country deportees, persons who are not Vincentian nationals, on terms that are still being negotiated. But that is something that is new, and of course, it raises a number of concerns for us. We want to be helpful and be cooperative, and to have good relations with all of the countries that we've had historically good relations with, including the United States, and where we can be of assistance, we always say that we would, and we expect reciprocity in that regard.
Prime Minister Friday emphasized the importance of regional coordination, noting discussions with OECS and CARICOM colleagues to develop a common approach. He said the government is reviewing a memorandum of understanding from the U.S. and is engaging in negotiations, balancing cooperation with concerns about security and program implementation.
Yes, we have been approached with respect to that, and a number of other countries in the OECS, I think all of them have. We have been presented with a memorandum on understanding for us to review. We have engaged in that process with the U.S. authorities and have responded with a draft that we seek to negotiate, and this is something that other countries in the region have done, and that process is continuing.
Prime Minister Friday also highlighted that these discussions will continue at the upcoming CARICOM 50th Heads of Government meeting, where SVG seeks to coordinate its foreign policy responses with neighboring states. Discussions between the Cuban ambassador Carlos Ernesto Rodriguez Echeverry and the Minister of Youth, Sports, Culture and Creative Industries Kashaka Cupid focused on expanding cooperation in sport and culture. The meeting highlighted potential collaboration in athletics, with Cuba offering to share expertise in training athletes and coaches. Officials also explored opportunities in the creative industries, aiming to promote youth participation, artistic exchange, and cultural preservation. Both sides described the talks as constructive and reflective of a long-standing friendship between the two nations, emphasizing a shared commitment to further strengthen bilateral ties for the benefit of their peoples. Still on the local scene, the Ministry of Fisheries in St. Vincent and the Grenadines has received specialized equipment to improve national management of sargassum. Funded by the government of Japan and implemented by the UNDP, The $2 million package includes 3 tractors, 2 workboats, and personal protective gear. UNDP Deputy Resident Representative Stephanie Zabel said the project aims to boost readiness, strengthen early warning systems, and equip agencies for safe and effective cleanups. Minister of Fisheries Conroy Huggins highlighted that the equipment will enable faster, more organized responses to sargassum events, a persistent climate-related challenge along the country's coastline. He added the initiative is designed not just for immediate response, but to fundamentally transform sargassum management in SVG. On to news in the region. Former Trinidad and Tobago Energy Minister Stuart Young says the current administration has made no new strides in regional energy cooperation. Young claims all major initiatives with Guyana and Suriname were advanced under the previous People's National Movement government. He pointed to signed agreements with Staatsolie and in Suriname and investment plans in Guyana across solar, gas, and extractive sectors, asserting the current government is claiming credit for past achievements. Young also questioned the lack of direct negotiations with Venezuela on natural gas. His remarks follow comments by current Energy Minister Rudal Munalal, who outlined plans to reset regional energy diplomacy, promote TNT's infrastructure, and explore a potential restart of Pointe-à-Pitre refinery to support faster gas monetization. The Dominica China Friendship Hospital saw over 25,000 patients in 2025, with nearly 6,000 admitted across 9 inpatient units, according to Mrs. Sherry Shillingford-Serhindu of the Dominica Hospitals Authority. Surgical wards handled 38% of admissions, while medical units accounted for 35%. Maternal services reported 513 live births with no maternal deaths, and the neonatal mortality rate remained low with 1 death. The hospital performed 1,644 surgeries, with elective cases making up 80%, and managed 22,863 visits through its accident and emergency department. Mrs. Shillingford-Serhindu noted high outpatient no-show rates of around 35%, impacting appointment scheduling, while Marigot Hospital continued to provide urgent and specialty services, completing 3,579 urgent visits in 2025. Finally, on the international scene, the U.S. Supreme Court has invalidated President Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs imposed under a law intended for national emergencies. The ruling rejects one of Trump's most controversial assertions of presidential authority and carries significant implications for the global economy. The tariffs, central to a trade war initiated during Trump's second term, affected international markets, strained relations with trading partners, and fueled global economic uncertainty. Analysts say the decision may ease tensions and reshape U.S. trade policy moving forward. Officials are reviewing the ruling's impact on import taxes and international agreements, with further updates expected as the implications for businesses and foreign partners unfold. This has been WeFM's 3 p.m. News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 5:30 for WeFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.
The flavor nice, it's locally made. Affordable price, Lord, up to $3.